Ladies and gentlemen, my name is... No, I'm just playing. So as of January 8th, 2025, what you see before you is the only Gong-gi set I have found on Amazon with a Prime badge on it. So instead of free shipping with a delivery window of late January to early February, I got this 2 days after confirming purchase. So shout out to Laon for getting with the program. I'm pronouncing it Laon because if you take that N and replace it with an S, I would say Laos, like the country. So shout out to Laon, even though y'all out here taking advantage of us Gong-gi heads. Because what you see right here is $20. $20 for a set of 5 pieces. 5 pieces of the same color. Whereas you look at other options on Amazon, they'll have like a set that ranges anywhere from like $8 to $12, and they usually come with like 10 or 12 pieces, and they're multicolored pieces, whereas like these, they're all the same color right here. So if you're tired of shooting around dice and rocks and tater tots, and you want to play the game like you see it on TV and around the internet with like multiple colors and everything like that, you gotta buy 2 more sets of these of different colors to mix them up. And if you go on Amazon, you'll see that the picture that they have has all 3 of them in the picture when you're trying to pick like the different color options that you have. So even though it says green, the picture has all 3 of them in there. So they're kind of making it seem like you're going to get 3 different sets for $20, where in reality, you're just getting the one set of the color that you choose, which I didn't pay attention to that. That's on me. I was impatient. I was bloodthirsty. All I saw was that Prime badge, so I just clicked until they said purchase confirmed. Got it delivered to me, had the one case in there, and I was a little like confused as to what was happening, so I went back on here and realized, yeah, they got it set up for the 3 different colors that you could get separately, but in the picture, they have all 3 in the picture. So, you know, shame on you, Laon, for taking advantage of my addiction. But I get it, man. You know, capitalism and all that, all the other options, and got that Prime badge. I tell you, man, that Prime badge, it does something to you. But I do like the case. It's very nice, very elegant, nice, smooth, matte feel to it. You know, it's got a hinge, so you just like open it up like you're whipping out some AirPods or some mints or something like that. So that's nice. Whereas like the other places that be selling their sets, they usually come in like a clear plastic cup with a cap on it, or like a clear box with a lid on it, you know. So this is actually nice. Fits in your pocket very, very comfortably when you want to play on the go and stuff like that. So I will give them that. So now we get to the pieces. Little octagonal shape. One thing I will say is that the size, I was not expecting the size of these pieces. They are slightly smaller than dice. It has actually thrown off my whole rhythm and technique that I've been using this whole time, to where I'm pretty much having to relearn to play the game and make it to the higher stages. I still have the muscle memory of toss, grab, and catch, you know, but it's all kind of jacked up with how small these pieces are. Maybe I just got big hands. Maybe I just been messing around with dice and rocks and tater tots for too long. But you know, like when I look at the people play them online and stuff like that in videos, they look like they're the size of dice, but they're actually slightly smaller. Maybe the people that I've been watching just have small hands. Maybe that's what it is. But the pieces are nice. They got the octagonal shape. The material that they're made of, you know, it's like I don't want to say it's rubber, but it's like a plastic gel type of feel to it, and they're a little slippery, and I think that's also playing into what's messing up my whole rhythm, because there's a lot of times where they slip out of my hand. So is that with the combination of the size difference compared to dice and the feel of the material, you know, it's throwing me off a little bit, but I like them. They in the inside, they have like, I don't know if it's like little mini ball bearings or just sand, but they got like this material inside. If you shake them, they kind of make like a little maraca type of sound to them, and that weight really helps. Like that is a plus compared to playing with dice, because now when you shoot them onto the ground or a table, they don't scatter as much. Like they still move, but they do stop, you know, pretty good with the little added weight to them. And it also comes in handy when you get to that 5th stage where you got to catch them with the back of your hand. It feels a little bit more achievable when I do that now. I still haven't done it. The most I've gotten is like 3, but it feels more achievable now compared to with dice. I feel like it's damn near impossible to do with dice. Like had I have not landed that one time, I would have thought it was impossible with dice. But with these, I feel a lot more confident that I can get it eventually. But the other problem that we run into with these pieces and the material that they made out of, and I would say this is a pretty huge problem, is you don't get that satisfying clank sound that you get when you play with dice, or like you see how it's played on the TV show. And that's a bit of a bummer. Okay, like there's still a sound when they collide with each other, but it's not as satisfying as that clank, little like clanky crackle sound that we all know and love. Instead, you get like the little maraca sound, like I said, with the material that they have in there that's like giving them a little bit of weight. They make like a little maraca sound. So it's like you got little maracas in your hands now, which it's fine, it's nice, but it ain't that sweet clink sound. So all in all, if we're gonna use like a 5-point scale, I would give this 3 out of 5 stars. And I'm only giving it that 3rd star because, as I said, this was the only option with a Prime badge on it. Okay, so if you're impatient like me and you're tired of throwing around the dice and the rocks and tater tots and stuff like that, marshmallows, whatever it is that you're using to play this game, and you're losing your patience, like this is the only option as of right now. But I do think that will change in the near future. I'm hoping that a lot more companies and vendors get wind to what's going on here, you know, and they start getting with the program and slapping some badges on their posts. But for right now, this is the option. But yeah, so yeah, 3 out of 5 stars works. I like the case. Like I said, I like the case. Very elegant, very sleek, very comfortable. I don't like that I have 5 pieces of the same color, which I didn't think that was a big deal at first. I always thought, like, when I see people playing the game and they have multiple colors, I just thought that was a decorative thing. But now I'm starting to think that's a part of the game and how it's played, because I feel like having multiple colors does help when you're doing the whole hand-eye coordination and using your peripherals and stuff to get through the stages. I feel like it does help to have those multiple colors to quickly spot them a lot better when you're like grabbing stuff without looking. So, you know, so the fact that I got 5 pieces that's the same color bothers me a little bit, and it bothers me even more that if I want to get like a modicum of multiple colors, I would have to buy this set 2 more times, and I really don't feel like spending $40 plus to do that. So I do have other sets coming and ordered, so they have multiple colors. They just don't have the fancy smancy case that I have now. I also ordered a set where they're constructed a little differently and might give me the best of both worlds. So like with these Laon pieces, they have that like plastic gel type of feel and look to them. And and it looks like they have like the main cap, but then they have this little compartment that snaps in at the bottom that's carrying like the sand or little ball bearings and stuff for the weight. And but like this other set that I ordered has like more of an interlocked kind of design to them. They are multicolored, and it looks like the material is closer to the resemblance of dice than it is with the Laon material, with this plastic gel type of material that they have. So might be able to get the best of both worlds, where I can get that clank and the little maraca sounds in one, because they're interlocked, and they have shown pictures where they have the materials, like the little balls inside too, for the weight. So I am looking forward to those getting to me within like the month, like was like end of the month, early February or something like that. So I'll probably do another video when those come in. I get my hands on those. Also, too, want to say shout out to Han Magia. Been watching her videos. She's the one that put me on game to pronouncing the game as Gong-gi and not Gong-gi like I was originally doing. So shout out to her. That's all I got. Like I said, if you're like me and you're impatient, feel like it's worth the $20. If not, that's too pricey. Go ahead and buy the set and wait, have some patience, keep practicing with the dice and stuff like that. But do keep in mind that the actual pieces are slightly smaller than the dice that you're throwing around. And they're a little heavier than the dice. Not drastic, but enough to where you notice the difference when you're holding both of them in your hands. So keep that in mind.